Well, hey there, gang. Welcome back to another snackable version of the Marketing Your Practice podcast. Firstly, let me apologise for my croaky voice. I'm at the final stages of saying goodbye to the man flu. So for those of you that have ever had the man flu or have dated somebody that's had the man flu, then you understand just how serious things are. Now, also, second note, thanks to all of you who continue to reach out to me and tell me how much you love these short, snackable versions. I'm really enjoying them, doing them also. And another thanks while I'm at it for all of you who have stopped, gone over to your favourite listening platform, whether it be iTunes or Spotify or Stitcher, and have given me a review or a star rating, then a big thank you there also. It lets me know what you like, what you don't like, and as I've mentioned previously, it really helps me continue to get high quality guests on the show as well. Now, in today's episode, I want to talk about the difference between promotional marketing and value-driven marketing. I'm going to share a great little research that came out of Cornell University, and we'll talk about the power of reciprocity. So let's start with the difference between promotional marketing and value-driven marketing. Well, promotional marketing is still by far the most common kind of marketing that we see. It tends to be sort of marketing that we see from our big brand stores. Here in Australia, places like Harvey Norman or JB Hi-Fi. Now, promotional marketing is built around scarcity, or it's built around a discount in price. So maybe it's a 48-hour sale or a 50% off or 100 days interest-free. Now, promotional marketing is incredibly successful if your item is based on price alone. So it works really wonderfully for commodity type sort of items, bread, milk, televisions, cars even as well. Now, I've done different forms of promotional marketing with my chiropractic practice. We've offered discount initial consultations. We've given away goodies, pillows, those kind of things as well. And it really does work and often gets people to take action quite quickly. Here's the challenge though, the kind of people that promotional type marketing tends to attract into our practice often in many cases doesn't fit our ideal market. Now, when somebody's choosing a healthcare provider based on price alone, then certainly in my case, they don't fit the kind of person that's going to want to have a bigger picture of their health. Now, the other side of this would be a value-driven marketing. Now, value-driven marketing is a longer process. So that's perhaps a downside to value-driven marketing. It takes longer to get results. So sometimes it can take up to 12 months or longer even as well. But value-driven marketing is based on this simple fact. You hear me say this all the time. The more people that know you, like you, and trust you, the busier your practice will be. So in essence, value-driven marketing is all about getting more people to know you, like you, and trust you. So how might we do that as well, okay? Now, simply we could create a piece of content, a video or a blog post that helps to get our audience one step closer to a health result that they're looking for. So perhaps I'm a chiropractor, well, I am a chiropractor. Perhaps I'm interested in helping people decrease their headaches, and I could shoot a short video that shares 3 simple tips that might help somebody decrease their headaches naturally. In fact, I shot a video just like that with Dr. Tony a couple of weeks ago. Or maybe I'm a naturopath and I really love looking after families with fertility issues. I could write a blog post that went through strategies that a family could do to decrease perhaps some of the toxic load on their body with the hope of improving their fertility. Now again, the overarching concept of the content that we're creating is to get our audience one step closer to a health outcome that's important for them. Now when we do that, when we can move somebody a step forwards towards a direction that's important for them, we start to initiate this law of reciprocity. Now, when it comes to compliance, i.e. getting somebody to do something, then reciprocity is incredibly powerful. In fact, it may well be one of the strongest neurobiological forms of influence that there is. So let me talk about that study I chatted with you about in the start. So Cornell University over in the States, a number of years ago, Professor Regan wanted to look at the impact that reciprocity had on compliance. So he had a person volunteer for the study, and they thought what they were actually doing was reviewing some art. And the person they thought they were reviewing the art with was actually a plant. Now, halfway through the study, they kind of left the room. And when they came back into the room, they offered the person a bottle of Coke. Said, I thought you might be thirsty, so I bought you a bottle of Coke. I've got one here too. Now, towards the end of the study, this is when things started to get interested, the plant actually said to the other person, hey, listen, I've got some raffle tickets here. I'm trying to raise money for my son's school, and I wonder if you could buy some tickets. The more, the better. Now, not surprisingly, the person who got given the bottle of Coke bought way more tickets than the person that didn't. Now, we see this law of reciprocity in our lives all the time. When somebody does something nice to us, we feel indebted to have to do something nice back to them as well. Now, back to the study again. When the person wasn't given the Coke, then they bought less raffle tickets. Now, this wasn't the end of the study though, because the other thing that Regan was looking at was what kind of impact did liking the person actually have on compliance. And again, not a surprise, the more that the study person actually liked the person selling raffle tickets, the more raffle tickets they bought. Except when the person selling the tickets bought them the bottle of Coke before. What Regan found in his study that reciprocity well and truly outdid whether we liked the person or not. Now, why is reciprocity so strong? Now, Regan goes on to talk in his study that he thinks it has something to do with the fact that when we were hunter-gatherer cultures, literally millennia ago, it was really important that if I happened to be out one day and caught a saber-toothed tiger or whatever you caught back in those days, and I fed the entire tribe, that the next day, if we didn't actually find something, I had to trust that if you caught something that you were going to share it with me. In fact, this was the basis that societies back in those hunter-gatherer cultures actually existed on. So that's why reciprocity is so damn important. So what does this mean? Well, value-driven marketing is built upon reciprocity. Now, I suggest that at least every month, and probably every week, and maybe every day if you want to see results even faster, you should be reaching out to your community and you should be helping them get one step closer to a health result that's important for them. When you do this, you start to stimulate this law of reciprocity. Now, what does that mean? It means that when you invite them into your practice, when you ask them to share your content, when you ask them to download your video or whatever you're wanting them to do, or if you're asking them for a referral, they're going to be much more likely to be compliant than if you don't do these things as well. So, in summary, what's better, value-driven marketing or promotional marketing? Well, they're both great, and you probably should be doing both of them. You need to be building the long game of the value-driven marketing, but for many of us, if we need results straight away, then promotional marketing can help you get there. But understand, the kind of patients that you're going to get from promotional marketing are not going to be the kind of patients that you'll get for value-driven marketing. Whew, what a mouthful. I hope that's been helpful. If you've got questions about this and you'd like me to dive deeper into different ideas for value and promotional driven marketing, then reach out to me on the social platforms, or you can head on over to Audio Media and you'll be able to hit the contact form and we can talk more about this as well. Well, gang, I'm out of here. Until next time, thanks for all that you do. Keep saving lives. Over and out, gang. Bye. If you enjoyed listening to this podcast, you have to come and check out the Community Influencer Program. It's my monthly coaching program where we take all this material and I'll work one-on-one with you to apply, implement, systematize, and help guide you and your practice to the next level. Now you can join me on over at adiomedia.com/join. That's adiomedia.com/join. I'd love to see you in there.